Imagine a stormy day. The wind is howling, rain is pounding, and everything feels a bit shaky. I've had days like that, not just with weather, but in life. Times when things go wrong, when I feel small and unsure. That's when I turn to Psalm chapter 46 verse 1. It says, "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." It's a short line, but it's packed with meaning. Let's unpack it together, step by step, and see what it's really saying to us. First, God is our refuge. A refuge is a safe place. Think of it like a strong house during a storm. When I was a kid, I loved hiding under a blanket when thunder roared. It felt like nothing could get me there. That's what this part of the verse paints. God as a place where we can hide, where we're safe. Life throws all kinds of storms at us. Arguments with friends, tough days at work, or even bigger worries. This line tells me that God is like that shelter, ready to cover me when I need it most. It's not just a far-off idea, it's personal. He's our refuge, mine and yours. Then it says, and strength. This part gets me every time. A refuge keeps us safe, but strength? That's what keeps us going. I remember a time I had to carry something heavy. My arms were shaking, and I thought I'd drop it. Then someone stepped in, grabbed the other side, and suddenly I could manage. That's what God does. He doesn't just give us a spot to hide, He gives us the power to stand up again. When I'm tired or scared, this reminds me that His strength is there, holding me up when I can't do it alone. It's like He's saying, "I've got you. Don't give up." And finally, an ever-present help in trouble. Trouble is a word we all know. Maybe it's a day when everything falls apart, or a moment when you feel lost. I've had my share of those. What I love here is, ever-present. God isn't someone who shows up late or leaves early. He's right there, in the middle of it all. The help part isn't small either, it's big, real help. Like when you're stuck and someone pulls you out, not just pats you on the back. This line tells me that no matter how messy life gets, God is close, ready to lift me out of the mess. This verse comes from a psalm written long ago, in a time when people faced wars and chaos, way bigger storms than I've ever seen. The writer looked at all that and still said, "God is our refuge and strength." That takes guts, doesn't it? It makes me think, if they could trust God in that kind of trouble, maybe I can too. It's not about the size of the storm, it's about the one who's with us in it. When I picture this verse, I see a tall, solid castle on a hill. Outside, the wind is wild, the sky is dark, but inside, there's a warm fire glowing. That's God for me, a safe place that doesn't crumble, a strength that doesn't fade, a help that never walks away. It's simple, but it's deep. Life can be loud and scary, but this verse whispers something steady. God is here. He's our refuge. He's our strength. He's our help. So, as I sit with these words, I feel a calm settle in. The world might shake, but this doesn't. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. It's a promise, a quiet truth I can hold on to. And maybe you can too, wherever you are, whatever you're facing. It's not about having all the answers, it's about knowing who's with us. That's what Psalm chapter 46 verse 1 leaves me with. A God who's bigger than the storm, closer than the fear, and stronger than anything I'll ever face.